Good morning. Oh, girl, I got my hair like stuck out here. Who cares? Hi, y'all. It is Stacy. We are loving my veteran. This is walking in my shoes. This Monday, we're gonna call it a little motivational Monday going around here. Get some coffee going. Little Tracy Chapman. So we're gonna give it just a second here. Get our motivation together. You don't want me singing, I promise you. So a little coffee. All right. So anyway, enough of that. We're on our motivation this morning. So, hi everyone. I hope you had an incredible weekend. Oh, good. I can't see comments again. You gotta love this thing when it gets ourselves all together here. That is crazy. I'll get it on the other page. Technology in the morning. I hope everyone had a blessed weekend. Y'all know this is Stacy, loving my veteran, walking in my shoes. We have so much exciting stuff to talk about. First, I want to thank Melissa. She came on Sunday and did a self-care Sunday. It was her first live that she's ever done on the page. I think she did an amazing, oh good, I can see you now. I think she did an amazing job talking, just uplifting us on Sundays because sometimes our weekends can be tough. So I need to thank her for doing that and going live with that. Takes her out of her comfort zone just a little bit. For us, Carl and I went for a ride, got me out of this house, got some coffee, just had a great time getting away for a little bit. It was very important to us that we got to do that. So I want to talk about that, and just our victories and our successes. One of the greatest victories that happened this week, never know who you're reaching out to and what's going to happen when you reach out. Kurt J. Powers, he is an incredible, incredible veteran advocate. He is a a Purple Heart recipient. He talks about so much stuff. And he is on the road right now doing the Never Stop Fighting tour. He started in Boston, went across the country, and is coming back. We got a message today that says, I'm in Moab heading back to Boston and not heading anywhere close to Texas, but I will drive there to say welcome home to an American hero. You're effing right. I will, Stacy Hicks. Give me the address and I'll make it happen. Never Stop Fighting tour. So Kurt J. Powers is on his way, or will be on his way shortly to, not sure what day it is. They're going to work all that out with Nakia to see Richard and Nakia, which makes me super happy. Y'all, I still can't see these comments, so let me get to where I can see them because this is going to drive me insane if I don't see them. Sorry, I get to watch it live. Two places I get to see the comments. There. Now turn it down. There we go. So, makes me super happy that Kurt's going out of his way to see Richard and Nakia. I'm sorry, I know you're on here. Howdy. It makes me super happy to be able to say that he's going to see our Richard. You're going to have to share him just a little bit with us, sweetie. But I am so excited for this. Now, we're going to talk about motivation. Motivational Mondays. You know, your mindset puts you in the tone of how your day is going to be. Your mindset puts you in the tone for how your day is going to be. And we need to get our mindset together. We need to get our mindset in the right place. We need to have this mindset that is positive. So what we're going to do, I know we've talked about tools and toolboxes, and we're going back to that tomorrow. We need to get ourselves right. It is time we take a minute, check in, and get ourselves right to be motivational. To be motivational to each other, to be uplifting to each other, to get our mindset in that right place. That right place will set the tone for the rest of the week. That right mindset is going to set the tone for everything we do. So get yourself in the right mindset. What is your motivation this week? Everybody needs to take a self-check moment and think about, what do you need to accomplish this week for you? What is one thing this week that will make you happy? What is one thing you need to do for you to make you happy? That's what I want to say. One thing. What is that? I don't care. It can be something small. For us, Carl came to me and said, hey, let's get out of here. Let's go for a ride. And we did. We went for a ride. I got Black Rifle coffee at 99. Makes me super, super excited. One cup of coffee made me excited and set my mindset. We did something for me. It was amazing to be able to do that. It was amazing to be able to sit back and do something for us. Not just for me, for us. We had to go get, Nakia's is kayaking. We, as long as you hook the trailer up right, Nakia, otherwise it puts you in the hospital. I'm just saying. We went and did something for us. We had to run into Tractor Supply, and for those of you who didn't see the picture, there's a picture of Carl loving on a giant rooster. Amazing. But we had fun and we talked, and that was my motivation to get me through the rest of this week. And so what became of that motivation? What became of taking that time? I got out of the crappy mindset that I had been in. I was drowning in garbolage. I got out of that mindset because of that. And then good things started to happen. One right behind the other, behind the other. Kurt sending a message 7 hours ago. It's been 8 now. Sending a message now that says, hey, I'm going out of my way to go to Texas to welcome home a hero. That shows you that what you do, those little steps that you do that you don't think necessarily are going to pay off, they pay off. They pay off huge. That is my motivation. My motivation for this week, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited, Stacy. My motivation for this week is to see the pictures of Kurt with Richard. That's my motivation for this week. You don't realize what you do. Go kayaking, go for a walk, go spend some time, get yourself in the right mindset. So what is one thing you're going to do for you this week? One thing for you, not for anybody else, not for your veteran, not for your dog, not for your children, not for your boss, not for your mama, not for anybody. Find one thing for you this week. That's your motivation. That becomes your motivation. I'll take it a step further. What is one thing you're going to do for your veteran this week? What is one thing that you're going to do for your veteran this week? One thing. That's all I'm asking, one thing. Not asking, this is going to be your motivation here. Not asking for you like to go change the oil or do brain surgery or something. What's one little thing you're going to do for your veteran this week? Carl is a pasta fiend, okay? So we're going to make Alfredo. Okay? Wow, Nakia, that is so cool. And Wednesday of this week is what is considered his alive date. And I think that's interesting because I think by the time the timing comes out, Kurt will be there on Wednesday. I'm kind of really thinking that's how it's going to fall. We'll see. He's not that far away right now. We'll see. So here we're at. What are you going to do? What is one thing you're going to do for your veteran this week? Find that as your motivation. Come up with something. Go for a walk. Sit on the bench outside in a chair under the stars. Go kayaking. Just don't hold their head under the water, okay? Give him a foot massage. I am not touching his feet ever. Okay, I love him, but I will not touch his feet ever, Nakia. Not happening. Just saying. What's one thing you're going to do? One thing you're going to do. So now you've taken care of you. You're motivated. You have a goal, a small goal, big goal, whatever that goal is for you. You need to be motivated to reach that goal for you. Now You need to do the next thing. What is one thing you're going to do that goes out of your way? It's a little different that you're going to do for your veteran. One thing. I might even watch a Transformer movie. I'm just saying, not my favorite, but I will if it makes him happy. One thing you're going to do for him. Okay? One thing. So now we have this. Your motivation for you, your motivation for your veteran. Then what is one thing you're going to do for your family unit, whether it be your children, your parents, whomever? What is one thing motivationally that you're going to do? It could be picking up the phone and calling your mom or dad who live further away, or calling your children, or sending a thing in the mail. Y'all know we don't use the mail anymore, okay? And we send emails. Do you know how exciting it is when your mailbox, because the only people who send mail are like the bill people. Do you know how exciting it is to go to your mailbox and find something addressed to you in your mailbox that is positive? Send a card to somebody. Make that your motivation. This will set your mindset. When you help others and you do something positive for other people, do you realize what it does for their mindset? Do you realize where it puts them? In such a positive place. And when you make others happy, you become happy. When you make others genuinely happy, you become happy. That's your motivation and your mindset for the week. Now, we're going to take it one step further. What is one thing that you can do for the veteran community? Loving my veteran. Loving my veteran. Doesn't have to be yours, all veterans. What is one thing you can do? What is one thing you can do for the veteran community? They're small. And the community means spouses as well. So if you're on the group, or you're getting, you see somebody who's down, or you have all these things going on. You see a veteran. I know Michelle the other day, she was off with her mom, and she ran into 3 veterans, and she sat down and talked to them. Just talk to them. Hey, how are you? I'm Michelle. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your time. And listen to their story for a minute. Make them feel appreciated. That happens. What if you're in a group somewhere and you see somebody that is having a bad day? You may not have all the eloquent words. We all don't have eloquent words. I don't have a lot of eloquent words. I just spew what's in my mouth, comes right on out. But we don't always have eloquent words. But sometimes just saying, I'm here for you, I'm thinking of you, hugs, is doing something for your veterans community. Okay, so we need to get in that mindset. We need to get in that mindset. And the number one thing you can do, and people are social media fiends, but have you noticed how the media, and you're going to see that come out today in a blog I'm doing, but in how the media has kind of torn this country apart, and how it's not okay to be patriotic, and how it's not okay to love veterans, and how it's not okay to love our country. Well, you know what? Make it your goal this week on Motivational Monday, when you're looking at things to motivate you through the week. Make it your goal to post something positive about veterans or America on your personal Facebook page. You don't realize that'll happen, but you understand. We have, and it was funny when we pulled the numbers, we've reached 51,000 people. If 51,000 people posted one thing positive about this country and our veterans, what would it do for that mindset? Okay, Sue's saying share this page. Absolutely. Find a video that inspires you, and when somebody has a problem, y'all can go to the YouTube channel and pull it up and say, put that link in there, and respond to them with that link and say, this may help you. So there's so much that we can do on our motivation. Okay? On our motivation. Yeah, we're all doing that. The Veterans Promise. We will put that on the page today. We will put that up on the page today. Do your veteran promise. Get it out there. Record it. Put it in the group. Put it on this page. Put it on your personal page. Put it on your personal page. You know, we walked in and we were in 9 line, and so we walked in, got our coffee, put out a few more cards like we always do when we go in there. And the girl behind the counter says, "You need to leave a bigger stack." I'm like, "What?" "You need to leave a bigger stack." I said, "Okay." And she said, "We have actually had veterans who have come back into this store and thanked us for these cards because it has helped them and their marriage. It saved one of the veterans' lives. He said he heard something you guys did, and it saved a veteran's life." So you never know. You never know what one thing may do. You know, we set up the stuff with shepherds, right? And we have 2 people that I know of who are now going to be able to utilize shepherds to get the right help for their veteran. Okay, and it may be only 2 people, but that's 2 people more that didn't get help. And the thing about it is that those 2 people that get help are going to share that with somebody else. It's the power of sharing positive. That's your motivation. That's what drives you forward. Because of what we do collectively here as a group, what we do collectively here in supporting each other, what we do, a veteran had a gun in his mouth and reached out. And because of that, reached out to Carl actually, and because of that, he's alive today. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means that somebody still has a child, and somebody still has a father, and somebody still has a husband, and somebody still has friends. One person did that. That's why we do this. It should be your motivation in everything. Your motivation is do one thing for you because you cannot run when you are empty. Your positive motivation will carry on. It carries to your veteran. It carries to your family. It carries to your friends. That's how motivation works. And we get so wallowed down in the negative motivation. It's ridiculous. Make your motivation about this. It's one thing at a time. This is going to show my age. But do y'all remember there was a commercial forever ago. It was a Wella Blossom commercial, right? And so this chick is in the shower and she's washing her hair. And then she flips her hair back with that whole Farrah Fawcett look. And they're like, "Oh, where'd you get this?" And she goes, "Well, if you tell one friend and they tell one friend, you tell 2 friends and they tell 2 friends and they tell others." And so on the screen, it was like the girl and then the 2 friends she told and then the 2. And before long, the entire TV screen was full of little itty bitty chicks washing their hair, right? But that's how motivation and positivity work. You want to change the mindset? You want to change the mindset in this world? Change yours first. Get motivated. Do something for you. Do something for your veteran. Do something for your family. Do something for your community. Do something for your country. We all sit around and we bitch. We don't like the direction of our country. We don't like where it's going. We don't like this. We don't like that. What are you doing about it today? What are you doing about it today? Well, we can't fight the media. Yes, you can, and you will. When you change your mindset and become motivated. If we didn't live in such a deep, dark world where our veterans are always on edge because they see where our country is going, I promise you it will help the PTSD side. I promise you it will do that. So, you want to help? Let's go. Do something positive. Post something positive about this country, about our veterans. Do you know how many Memorial Day parades have been canceled? because of social distancing. They're not letting that's the words they're using. They're not letting the bikers march. They're not letting them have a parade. They're not letting them do whatever. So you know how we can fix this? We can flood Facebook, Instagram, social media completely with veteran pictures. We can do that. Okay? We can do that. I'm reading the things too. Yeah, if I have to see, we did this to third world countries. I've heard it over and over and over again. We did this to third world countries. So we don't have to have a protest. Protests are viewed as negative. Protests are viewed as negative. Let's be positive. Let's be positive. Pick, my veteran is Carl, right? He is my veteran. And as much as she doesn't want to believe this, my veteran is Richard. Richard served for this country. He is my veteran. Jason is my veteran. Nick is my veteran. Damon is my veteran. Mike is my veteran. So are all the other veterans who served. They are my veterans. They are the veterans who laid down their life. So how do you do this? Take everything we have, every veteran picture you can find, every stuff that you want to do, and flood it in a positive manner. Yeah, we do need to protest, and you're right, they are legal, but we can be so positive. You're not going to get the news to cover anything positive. They don't cover positive. They only cover controversial. But we can control positive. Start taking pictures of veterans. Sit down with them, talk to them, ask them if you can take a picture for their service. Tell them what we do. Flood social media with, we're America, America proud, America strong, we love our veterans. Right? That's right. Every veteran should be all of our veterans. So, Nakia, you just admitted that we can have part of your Richard. Thank you for that. But that's what we do. That's what we do. That's our motivation. Our motivation is self-motivation. Our motivation is self-care. What fire can you light under your ass today that will get you motivated? Y'all know I've been in a deep place for weeks. Okay, you can tell, like my podcast or my lives are not as full of energy and full of whatever as they used to be. I'm done. I'm done wallowing in it. Okay, I'm done wallowing in it. I'm going back to positive. It is what it is. You can't undo whatever's wrong with me, and that isn't what I'm going through today. I'm going forward. I have a voice. I'm going to use it, and I have a big mouth, so I'm going to use it to my advantage. That's where we are. What is your motivation? What is your motivation? That's right, just a part. Just a part. What is your motivation? Where can you make a difference today? You know where we made a difference today? You know where we made a difference this past week? Melissa stepping out of her comfort zone and doing a Sunday self-care live. That was a motivational difference. The fact that the advisory council is just popping off things one right behind the other about how we go there. Oh, thanks, Stacy. I feel better today. I feel better today. That has a lot to do with it. We're just popping off ideas. We have all this stuff. Things are going so positive. And it's not about us. It's not about us. It's about whose lives we're touching. Whose hearts are we touching? What spouse is not in a place anymore for a moment because they've heard not my message, our message? Do you know how much all of our mindsets have changed since we started this? I started this because I was ready to strangle somebody, because I was in a deep, dark, lonely place that said, oh my God, is it ever gonna get any better? I didn't know what to do. I started digging, studying, finding, using what I knew, and talking to other spouses and other veterans and getting perspective. And because of that, we just share our story. I share mine. Nakia shares hers. We all share our stories. That's what we do. And then we realize, one, we're not alone in this battle. We're not alone in this journey, because I don't even want to call it a battle. We're not alone in this journey, because loneliness is hard and it leads to depression and it leads to negativity. But if you take what you've learned and you take one positive thing that's come out of this, and I'm not even sure everybody's got positive coming out of this, because some of y'all people might be like, ooh, I'm not sure I like these people. But if you find one positive thing, then for God's sake, share it, because you don't know who else needs the message. You don't know who else needs that message today. That's your motivation. Your Motivational Monday is to get up and kick ass. And you're right. Thank you, Sarah. It is okay to love your veteran. It actually, as a country, it should be expected that we love our veterans. It should be expected that we love our veterans. But it isn't even expected anymore. It is frowned upon. That is insane. We don't do that. We love them. We love the people behind them. We love each other. People don't realize the sacrifices that the veterans have made. And it's more than just the veterans. When you want to talk about motivation, it's more than just the veterans with the sacrifices that have been made. Our veterans have sacrificed a lot. Physically, mentally, emotionally, on the battlefield, lost their buddies, went through stuff they never should have seen or done in their... Never. Okay? They bring it back. They can't get rid of it. It is a baggage that they carry with them. It trickles down into their family. Okay? It trickles down into their family. Absolutely, we will, Sarah. You need to share that. Loving my veteran. Put it on every piece of social media. You got to. Because people have this mindset. But it trickles down to their family life. It trickles down to how many people, how many of our veterans have lost their family? How many don't have relationships with their children? Okay? So you talk about a big effect. This is a massive effect. And people look at them like they were defective. I mean, I met with a group, and this woman is amazing. And she's advocates for veteran fathers, spouses, who don't see their children because their ex-wives have said PTSD is dangerous, and therefore they're nuts, and therefore they don't have the right to see their children. And how many judges in this country side with that? How do we do that? How do we fix that? We change it. Just like Sarah Kim said, there are pictures. There are pictures of them having fun together. There are pictures of them being normal. That's right, Nakia. Memorial Day should be every day. And we will not be on Memorial Day. My veteran and I are going to one of the national cemeteries for him to pay respect to those who have gone before him. That's what he's going to do. That's what we're going to do. And I will be beside him. And I will be there for him when he needs me. But that is his Memorial Day. It's not a barbecue. It's not a beer. That's what he wants to do. Well, that's what he's indicated. This is how we make our life motivational. This is how we make our day motivational. It is so easy to get drowned in the negative. Your Motivational Monday is to throw the negative away. Get out of the negative mindset. Take the negative that we have in our life and turn it to positive. You understand. This is a key factor in anything. For everything, there is a polar opposite. For love, there is hate. Or for hate, there is love. Everything has a polar opposite. For boiling, there is freezing. For black, there is white. And I'm not talking about skin colors. I'm talking about colors. Get your color wheel out. Okay? Wow, that is so sad. Went to an interview and they told him they'd already decided. That is so sad. That's crazy. They have to meet a quota. We're not a number. We're a name. Jenny's walking. I'd like to know where he went. I'll be sending them people a message that says, Joe is not a number. He's a name, and he has brain cells, and he functions. And take your quota and shove it up your ass. I can do that because I have no filter. Y'all know that. But for everything, there's a polar opposite. So get motivated. Get motivated to get out of your own way. Get out of your negative. Get out of one thing for you this week. What is it going to be? Y'all start posting this. What is your one thing going to be that you're going to do for you today, this week, that will motivate you? One thing. What is one thing you're going to do for your particular veteran? One thing. What is one thing you're going to do for a family member or a friend? One thing. And what is one thing you're going to do for the veteran community? One thing. All right, so we're not asking for a lot. Motivational Monday. Get your mindset right. Get yourself together. Get your mindset right. Because if you start off today in a slump, your whole week will be that way. It's Monday, new day, new beginning of our work week. Clean it out. Ooh, y'all know that these little things are making me hot. I'm going to get motivated. If y'all send me like their names and addresses, I will straighten them all out. Actually, I'm going to take Jennifer and Haley. I'm going to put your it's not names, but situations out on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a great network for business owners, and this is insane. What's your motivation this week? Get in the right mindset. What can you do to make a difference? Do it. Do it. You got this. We've all got this. Yes, there are bad moments. Yes, I understand the drowning feeling. Yes, I get through it. But if you don't pull yourself up out the muck, you're never going to get there. Flailing in quicksand only gets you to sink further. Staying calm, having a plan, that'll get you out. Ask any mother whose child went to combat how hard it is to be a soldier. Amen. And look at Anne. Anne Rowan is one of my heroes. Janine Lutz is one of my heroes. So are all the other ones. But they are my heroes. And they're my heroes because they share the parent story. So, I'm going to get off here. I am motivated. I got a lot to do. Nakia, all I can say is, please don't offer these people anything to eat unless you get some chicken delivered. Okay, I'm just saying, when they come to visit you, don't be offering them nothing to eat, because we know how you cook, baby. and somebody take lots of pictures. I'm almost sure that 25 News out of Boston will be there. Um, we're going to celebrate Richard coming home. We're going to celebrate all our other veterans who come home. We're going to celebrate those victories. So, I'm Stacy. This has been Walking in My Shoes, and we are loving my veteran. Y'all have a blessed day. Do something positive. Stay motivated. Have a good one. Bye.